Picture this, you get on a plane and discover the actual threat wasn't outside in the blizzard but behind you a few rows away. My name is Evan Cross. I'm a pilot, but today I was flying as a passenger. My boarding pass? Seat 2A. At the gate, things began to go haywire. A woman named Karen Lane, our self-proclaimed queen of the HOA, attempted to take my seat. She insisted on it for medical purposes and boasted of her platinum status. The gate agent was resolute. No, Karen was enraged, and when her glare fell on me, I knew this was not over. On the flight, things became bizarre. A smooth guy in a mirrored suit accidentally collided with a flight attendant, his hands sweeping through her open tote bag. Too slick, too deliberate. I knew he dropped something. And Karen? She was on her phone, smiling like she was in on a secret. Then came the storm. Lightning. Turbulence. The plane rattled like it wanted to tear apart. That's when Karen made her move. Her seatmate slumped over, and she began screaming, "Medical emergency!" She filmed herself as the hero, broadcasting the drama. But I'd seen enough emergencies to know when one feels staged. When the storm intensified, I heard it. A soft click from an overhead bin close to where this man had deposited the bag. My instincts were yelling something was amiss. I discreetly informed a flight attendant. She looked and her face went white. It wasn't luggage, it was the same bag. Something had been added to it. The crew went into silent emergency protocol. The cockpit was secured. The suspicious bag was relocated to the least risk bomb position. Passengers were unaware, but I was. Then I saw him, a man in row 14C, cool, watchful, eyes fixed on the bag. He was no ordinary passenger, he was the Air Marshal, activated and on standby. Meanwhile, Karen continued live streaming, blaming the airline for incompetence. But reality? The crew were the only ones keeping us out of disaster, and Karen put 180 lives at risk just to get home for an HOA zoning vote. The turbulence intensified. A heavy cart came loose, barreling toward a young boy. I dove, slamming it against the bulkhead, just in time to save him. The eyes of the crew met mine. We were all in this together. Then the captain's voice came on, calm but firm. Because of a medical emergency and weather, we are diverting. My blood chilled. The diversion was not a chance. It was precisely what Karen had desired. The turbulence, the staged emergency, the bag that was somehow placed on board by an accomplice, it all fit into her scheme. She wasn't merely spoiled. She was lethal. As lightning cut through the darkness outside and the plane plummeted through turmoil, I understood this wasn't mere turbulence. It was sabotage, and survival would be a matter of if the crew, and some of us who were aware of the truth, could intervene before we crash.